term.
It is probably the single most important mathematical idea of all. The notion of proof by circle and line or ruler and compass construction means that geometry can be known about in a way that is different from knowing about physical things, and so makes geometry epistemically differentiated. Furthermore, starting from circles and lines alone and constructing a relationship using circles and lines alone makes the conclusions certain in a way that nothing else was at the time. In geometric reasoning, the argument and the conclusions were made supremely clear and evident to the senses. Indeed, the concept of proof, a mechanism that gave a warrant for claiming geometry to be perfectly and absolutely true, made geometry the very paradigm of what we mean true and certain knowledge to be. In effect, in our understanding of nature, true means true, like geometry is true.
Come go with me. Open your mind. Was all I ever knew. Finding the knowledge of the real world starts with the point of which has no parts. These are the axioms of life.
True.
And I take my chances with the old ways, finding the proofs in geometry.
Perfect.
And I don't care what all the sophists say. I find the proofs in reality. They were right.
We call this
We
proof.
know that they were right.
True. We call this proof. Like geometry is true.
Starting with circles and lines alone, constructing the nature of what's known.
We call this proof.
Conclusions are clear and the evidence seen. This 3D space works perfectly. And I'll take my chances with the old ways, finding the proofs in geometry. And I don't care what all the sophists say. I'll find the proofs in reality.
Like geometry is true. Perfect. Absolutely.
And all around you is sinking sand. You have a place on which to stand. Foundations were already built for you.
Absolutely true.
Open your mind. And I'll take my chances with the older ways, hearing the words of what the ancients said. They say my words sound like sorcery, but there's wisdom in all honesty.
True.
Come go with me. Open your mind. Come go with me. We'll find the truth.
Absolutely true.
And we are live. Welcome everybody. It is Wednesday. It's a Trivium night, but it went that well yesterday that I know you guys that listening in, you didn't get to come unless you did come into the Discord. But yeah, we had and we're going to be doing the same again today. We go over a course of philosophy, an introduction to Western philosophy, and just have it like a book club type thing, where we have the conversation. So yeah, everybody, if you want to come in, we are going to be doing the same sort of thing again. As always, nobody is forced to talk in here. There are no voice check-ins or questionnaires that anybody has to fill out. It's just in the Discord, and that's it. We go over this course. I'm only not doing it live because I don't think it's right to put it out there. It's not on YouTube. It's a course, Hillsdale College, but I think it's a university, isn't it? It's not I don't know. It's American. I don't know how you guys do it over there. Hillsdale College. The link is in. Oh, I haven't even put the link in this one for today. I will do that again. No, I'll do that right now. Get the link and put it in the description of this. This one today is going to be even better than it was yesterday. Yesterday was the introduction. It's so good that I wouldn't mind going over it again. So if anybody thinks they've missed anything, go over the course. But if you want to bring up any of the points for anything that we did at any point along the way through this course, feel free, come on in. The idea is for us to talk about all of this and hopefully give people an idea. I mean, this one tonight is a big one really for understanding why we're all here, and also for the proof mechanism, the processing. Hello, who's that? So somebody.
It's Rob.
Okay.
Good afternoon.
Oh, good day, Rob. Welcome. Yeah, I see there's a few people come in. Thank you very much again for coming in. This is it's a different sort of show. There's no live YouTube, so I've been over in the other chats, just checking out what's going on, talking to some old friends, as you might say, both on Twitter and in the Discord. We're tying up a few loose ends. And I think what we're doing is we're showing that what we're doing here is a progression. We are moving on mentally, I would say. We've tried to simplify everything to go back to first principles. Well, now the progression takes place where we can have the proofs. We've got the proofs. We can go over them, and time to move on. There's no point talking to the trolls on the bridges. They can't get over the bridge, but we've already got over them. We've made a clear path now. All it needs is conversation and you, the people out there, to come and join us on a journey. We're starting at the beginning, and we're going to be we can take a few steps back. Conversation, that's what it's all about. But the idea of this is to take what is deemed logic, philosophy, mathematics. It's deemed to be something for the elite, so you've got to go to college and university to do all of that. But this isn't. This is basically, it's something that you should be learning, I think, from childhood. You should know this sort of stuff as basics, but for some reason, which we will get into within the philosophy, it's been taken away. The logic and understanding, the communication, the basic laws of communication have been stripped away through modern philosophy, which normally you'll end up finding out the frantic bunny ears of the modern. You're much better off going back to the ways of old. That's sort of what we're doing, but it's not going back to the ways of old. It's understanding, like they did in the ways of old, how your cognizance works, your mind, how the process. There are instruction manuals that have been wrote many years ago. I don't know how many, but a long time ago. The liberal arts, natural sort of thinking. Yeah, well, it's pretty obvious. David asking in the chat, why is the liberal arts not taught to everyone? Because it'd be harder to fool people if they have an understanding of logic. I think it's part of the progression. I think when I was brought into this, which I was by a group of trolls, brought me in, but then one troll in particular told me I don't understand non-Euclidean geometry, and that where non-Euclidean geometry is, that's the place that bends straight lines, makes parallels start to intersect. And I was curious to go and look for myself. And once you pull yourself away from all of the distractions pulling you in all sorts of directions, and you can focus on something as ridiculous as straight lines bending, it doesn't take long for you to find out that at some point in time, they had to mess around with three things. In order for them to change reality, or the perception of reality, because you can't actually change reality, everybody knows that. But in order for you to do the magic trick and perform the magic trick in real life, right, you have to be able to change the minds of people. That occurs in a few steps. Philosophy is one of the ways that people deceive or take control, manipulate the minds of people, and that's what this is all about. Taking back your own control of your own mind from what has happened is, you may not realize it, everybody has paralogisms, everybody's been taught lies at childhood, but once you've been taught the lie and you repeat it, you've been told it is a truth. How do you know it's a lie? There could be many of those sort of things, and asking questions to try and resolve these issues, that's when you find out. Those questions that never get answered, there's a reason for it. And the only answer that you can end up doing in those cases is for you to go and work out why you're not getting answers. And that gives you the chance to find out that you're the one in control of all of this. You're the one in charge of what you particularly are going to take on. Like I say, this one tonight, this one's good. And the other course last night, when we went over it, there was some good conversation. I'm going to have a word with the guys in a bit once we go and start the show. Hopefully we'll be putting it out so anybody out there that's listening can actually have a listen to it. I'll put it out hopefully not as a members only thing, but again, eventually they will, because I think it's just more comfortable without the trolls around. It's pretty good. Like I say, I've been over in these other places talking to people, and again, much similar. You can never have a good conversation. You can never get your point across. You can never understand what anybody else is talking about in the other chats. They seem to harass, pile on, lie, and that's just in the text chat. Actually getting in a word to say anything is don't know. Hopefully we're building a new place. Come on into the Discord, test us out. Just click on listen in, and we'll take you through a bit of a university course. There's no exams for it. It's just talking about stuff, communication. Maybe you'll learn something. Maybe you just get a chance to have a conversation. Going to be coming back tomorrow with I found a little clip of, I think there's Zanuck, B-Ball for Life, Earth is Life, and we're talking about a lying guy on YouTube that claims to be a surveyor. And he's been handing out paralogisms to everybody. It's like it's stopped being used for so much now. It's a guy who claims that he's measured plumb lines not being perpendicular to the horizontal, or whether he thinks he's found out that there is no horizontal. Horizontals intersecting. Maybe a bendizontal. I don't know. All sorts of really weird claims that comes from these guys. They cannot accept that the proof that level is horizontal fits on the globe. It has to. I'm not too sure what's going on. So anybody else want to have a stab at why the why is the liberal arts not taught to everybody? I mean, I don't think anybody even understands what the liberal arts are. That's how far out away it is. It is something that parents could, on the side, teach to their children. Anyway.
I think you were spot on when you said, like the analytical mind, the mind that has those principles in place is dangerous for people that want to control.
Mm.
You're less likely to be fooled, more analytically and logically you think.
Interestingly, it is taught at the higher end, at least here in the States, the higher end schools, the private schools, the boarding schools, where rich people tend to send their kids.
Interesting.
Interestingly, it is taught there.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if you look at Trivium, do searches on YouTube for Trivium. The vast majority of Trivium and Organon videos are going to probably come from classical academy type schools, private schools.
Yeah, I did hear that the elites quite often, that's the only education they have, just the liberal arts, trivium, quadrivium. Because you can chance yourself to be a specialist in any matter with that firm grounding. That's why I think we had a conversation once, didn't we? All of these people that are polymaths or claim to be polymaths. Nah, it's just they were good at logic. And you can apply that logic to many different things.
To any science,
Yeah.
to be honest. So anything.
So you could be seen to be good at a lot of different things, whereas it's just a basic knowledge of logic, because you're only dealing with things in reality. So knowledge of that obviously helps you immensely, particularly the mind. Wizards are real. Magicians are real. So too are logicians. And I think the logician is a counter to a magician. A magician wants to deceive, wants to trick you, like the sophist. The logician wants to find out, wants to find the truth, doesn't want to be deceived, wants to root out the deceit, the fallacies. Got to be careful how you use this power. Yeah. So hey, everybody, getting close to the time. Come on into the Discord. There are no checks. There's no requirement for anybody to speak or anything, and you'll get an experience of the Discord. It's pretty much the same as the YouTube, except you get to watch a video and do all of those sort of things as well. Get experience with the Discord. We do have Buster playing live quite often, so that's not going to be happening tonight. But it gives you an experience of what you can do. It's like Discord's like a pub, a club, where you can just come in and sit down, join in, sit, watch, listen. And yesterday was good, and I'm hoping tonight. Well, I know tonight, and what we're going to go over tonight is even better than it was last night. Starting to get it into the depths of this sort of stuff. So please come on in. I'm going to be ending this YouTube stream in 7 minutes or something. Then we're going to be going over the Hillsdale introduction to Western philosophy. And we're not really intellectual types round here. Academic types, let's say. We might be intellectual, but we're not really academic types. So if you don't feel like you're an academic, but you want to get a chance to experience some of the philosophy. I mean, these questions that we deal with in philosophy, they are questions that everybody has to ask themselves at some point, surely. I don't know. Maybe there are people that can go throughout life without ever asking themselves these questions. I can't see it myself, but maybe there are. But if you have ever asked yourself questions about, I don't know, God, space, truth, the purpose of being, all of those sort of questions, well, that's the realm of philosophy. And there is no answers. There is only discussion, conversation between people. There is, what did we say? Wonder. there is conversation about wonders. And there's thoughts about this as well. The idea is to gather conversation, to get people to make you think. That's why I'm here with this group of people. These are, in my mind, the best group of people that you could ever have to inspire thoughts. Conversations are amazing. So if you want to come in and experience it, please do. There's no requirements for any other reason than just come in and join in. Maybe you might be that person with that one comment. One comment might be all that's needed to spark a conversation. And did I actually do that in the thing? I don't know whether I did. Yeah, I did. Of course, we're going over. Did I? Let me check. Right, I'm going to add it. I'll add it to this one. If you are still unsure, you can go and do the course yourself. Paste. Okay, save that. Right, so that's done. There is a link at the bottom of the description on this. Well, at the top of the description for this video right now. We're going to be moving over into the Discord to do a private members session. You just have to be a member of Discord to come on. I'm not too sure what the sign-ups are for Discord. If you don't know how to do it, just click the link and come on in. We don't ask for any private details. There's no signing up. You don't have to give us your phone number or any of that sort of stuff. Just come on in. You might need email for the account, Discord account.
Y'all want my phone number? I can give it to you.
No, thank you. Last time somebody tried to give us the phone number, we got in trouble for it.
It's pretty easy to find on the internet.
Yeah, just look him up. Rob Keane. He's big on the internet. Okay, so thanks for joining us. And once again, come on into the Discord. And yeah, I'm going to be closing it off now. Again, I'm not going to be doing a Buster song, so Super Lunar Hyena, come on into Discord. I'm just about to close off, guys. If you come on into Discord, we can go over what we're doing. We will be back tomorrow, full on live show, back to doing what we usually do, I guess. Euclid night. So join us tomorrow or come into the Discord right now. Click the link on the thing